So, for anyone in the tech world, it feels like getting certified is a constant race. And when it comes to cloud, Microsoft's AZ-104 keeps popping up. It seems to be this key step for becoming an Azure administrator.
It absolutely is. Think of it as the point where you graduate from just knowing the concepts to actually running the show. The AZ-104 training is built for people who already get the basics. They understand what a virtual network is, they know what Azure Storage does, and are now ready to implement, manage, and secure an organization's entire cloud infrastructure.
Got it. So, it's less about theory and more about the how to. You're not just looking at a map of the city anymore, you're learning how to actually drive the bus, direct traffic, and keep the lights on.
That's the perfect analogy. You're moving from being a tourist to being the city planner and engineer. The training dives straight into delivering real solutions for networking, security, databases, and even DevOps. It's about taking all those powerful Azure tools and making them work for a business reliably and securely. The real value is learning how to maintain an efficient and governed cloud environment, which has a direct impact on business operations and, frankly, the bottom line.
Okay, that makes sense. It's the essential next step for anyone looking to manage Azure environments professionally. So, what exactly are the core skills this training drills into you? What's actually on the test?
Well, the training curriculum gives you a very clear roadmap because it's weighted. The biggest chunks are managing Azure identities and governance, and deploying and managing compute resources. Both of those make up about 20 to 25% of the content.
So, who can access what and what virtual machines are running? That's basically half the job right there.
Exactly. Then you have implementing and managing virtual networking and storage, each taking up about 15 to 20%. And finally, the last 10 to 15% is dedicated to monitoring and maintaining all of those resources. Those percentages are a direct signal from Microsoft about what they believe is most critical for an administrator's day-to-day work.
I see. Mastering these areas is what gets you ready for the AZ-104 exam and, more importantly, for a real administrator job. So, who exactly is the ideal candidate for this? Can anyone just jump in?
It's definitely for someone aiming for that Azure administrator role. The ideal person should already be able to describe Azure's main components and services. They should be familiar with the basic tools for security and governance. While it's not a hard and fast rule, having the AZ-900 Azure Fundamentals certification first is very strongly recommended.
Right. So, you learn the alphabet with AZ-900 before you start writing sentences with AZ-104.
You've got it. The AZ-900 lays that perfect foundation of knowledge, and then the AZ-104 builds directly on it, giving you the practical, hands-on skills you need to actually manage a live cloud environment. It's a very logical progression.
So, it's a clear career path. The AZ-104 really solidifies your expertise. If you had to boil it all down, what are the absolute key takeaways for someone considering this?
I'd say there are four main things. First, this training is all about practical hands-on skills for deploying, managing, and securing Azure infrastructure. Second, the focus is clearly on the core pillars: identity, compute, networking, and storage. Third, it's designed for aspiring admins, and it's the logical next step after the foundational AZ-900. And finally, once you complete it, you're genuinely qualified for jobs where you'll be managing and monitoring these critical cloud services for a company.